What's up, everyone? It's Cannan and back with another scary comp reaction and analysis. This is on the fourth one, and who knows what we are going to encounter in this video of the unexplained and horrors and ghouls and stuff that makes you want to make your blue jeans turn into brown pants. But as always, if you enjoy our content, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Please remember, the channel and this original video without me in it is in the description. Please support the original uploader. They do amazing work. So let's get through this.
Peyton Cardino was lying in bed while using her phone.
Okay.
However,
Goosebumps.
unlike most nights, Cardino was feeling a little uneasy. It might have been the fact that she just saw something in her closet.
What?
So,
the classic monster in the closet trope.
Not knowing what to do, as she was petrified by the fact that her closet might be haunted, she decides to use her phone to record. Whatever she captures, she thought, would hopefully confirm her suspicion of there being a ghost.
Like, imagine being in your own room and being scared of your closet. Like, something that you use daily. I mean, it would help if she would shut the door, but yeah, just imagine that.
She swore she saw a face and wanted to prove it. But after having pressed record and zooming in, this happens.
Oh, shit.
According to Cardino, the sound was one of her plants falling down. The odd thing about this, though, is that it fell on its own. Although she wasn't able to capture the face she saw, she did capture this, which is still, nonetheless, pretty spooky.
That ghost hates inside plants. I mean, on one hand, you can say someone else was in the room that knocked it over. If someone willingly wants to sacrifice one of their house plants for content, they will do it. But I gotta say, that scared the crap out of me. I didn't expect that to happen. I was looking for something to appear in the closet, not something break in the background. But yeah, they got me. Very, very unnerving, but like, I don't know. It's easily explainable. Like, if we had actually gotten the plant on camera falling, that would have been interesting. But yeah, that got me.
As always, what are your thoughts? A staff member at a hospital working late night
All right, we've got a hospital, one of the typical places for hauntings.
Shift, is roaming through the halls.
Looks like
when,
it's
after going inside a room,
looks like it's
this happens.
An eastern country, definitely, by the looks of the... Woo! No, that is terrifying. I didn't see
Had
the
this
first
been
thing.
something else, like a medical cart or some other medical equipment, it wouldn't have been as creepy. But because it's a wheelchair, it makes you think that it may be something otherworldly. Perhaps.
All right, so of course you can always say, oh, someone's behind that wall and pushed it. Because this is like a CCTV, security camera. They're going to know the camera is there more than likely if they work there. But I don't know. The way it rolls in doesn't look like it was pushed or kicked or anything like that. It's moving too fluidly. Like, I mean, I'm no expert, but you think if you would push a wheelchair or push it with your foot, it would be a little janky, I don't know. That's pretty unnerving right there.
Perhaps the ghost of a formerly deceased patient. As usual. Let me know what you think.
Could be camera noise, but I don't know. The ghost is like, screw this wheelchair. I don't know. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Here's a video of a spider carrying all of its babies on its back. If you suffer from arachnophobia, then it's probably
I don't,
best to
but
skip
that's
this
still
video.
not a... That's not a good...
So this spider is carrying all of its babies on it? Those are all babies?
Well, hey, leave it alone. That's just a mom, and it's yeah.
Just imagine.
Okay, look, if you're scared of spiders, that's fine. But that's a mama spider with its young on its back. Don't bother it. Guys, leave the animals alone. Because like you just seen right there, that spider could have turned around and bit him, okay? Leave animals alone. Because I'm telling you right now, when you mess with animals, that is the purest and most best example of fucking around and then finding out. Because animals aren't going to care about your well being after you've messed with them, especially if it is an animal that has its young nearby. You're either going to get seriously injured or you're going to get killed. Leave animals alone.
Lifting your blanket and seeing this after being woken up by a million little spiders crawling all over your stomach.
I mean, that wouldn't be cool.
There's no way that I would ever sleep in my bed again or even go back inside my house.
I'm
Here's
not
a
scared of
clip
spiders,
what
so
appears
I
to
would
be
get
a
over it.
security guard outside a church. It seems like he's
So we've had a hospital and now a church. We either need like a school or something else, and we'll have the trifecta of haunted
searching for
locations.
someone, perhaps an intruder.
Got some
He
palm
continues
trees.
to
Ooh,
search
that's a nice picture.
until, without noticing,
Very
he
well lit
captures
area.
this.
Near, it looks like a town. It's not like out in the middle of nowhere. What the hell was that?
It wasn't until rewatching the video that he realized
Either that's his buddy underneath some kind of coverage, or I don't know. I don't know what else that could be. It looks like it disappears.
why so many people were
Like, okay, like it goes into the dark, but like you would still see something until it got too far away because of the light left on it. But the moment the flashlight goes off, it like completely vanishes. So I don't know.
freaked out.
It's
after
not
watching
there
the
anymore
footage.
when they go back.
Let me know what you think down below.
Looks like a blob, like a slime enemy or something from a video game.
Ellie Zuck and her family
That's
were
something.
woken up at 4 in the morning
Oh, that's
after hearing a few cars pull up to their driveway.
Oh, that's never good.
This was very strange.
I will always say there is something out there that is way more scarier than the paranormal, and that's humans. Because look at it this way. Yes, ghosts and demons and all that are dramatized in movies and in television, that they can hurt you. There have been some cases where it's claimed that a ghost killed somebody. But I'm going to tell you right now, a person will hurt you way more quicker than a ghost ever will. All like these videos that actually deal with humans is far more terrifying.
As they didn't recognize any of the cars. Who are these people? And why were they all here? She questioned.
You're asking
The
me?
situation was making Ellie feel very uneasy. Something didn't seem right. To make matters worse,
That sounds like a
Ellie's
shakedown.
home is located in a secluded area. There's only 2 houses on her street, and the rest is just woods.
Yeah, that's not good.
Ellie was sure that something bad was about to happen. But then, moments later, after waiting for something to occur, a stranger knocks on her door.
Who is that?
Don't open the door. You live out in a secluded area. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. You do not know these people. And 4 cars appear in your driveway and someone comes to the door. No, do not open the door. Do not open that door. Even if they need help, don't open the door. Call the police.
What is it?
Mom!
All the cars were in such panic to leave my driveway, they crashed into trees and turned around on my grass. What the heck? Did they... This sounds like a drug deal or something, and maybe they got the wrong house? That's what it sounds like to me.
What the fuck?
Ellie ends the video here. Could it be that these people were thinking of breaking inside? Or do you think they had some other motive?
Either trying to break in or it was a drug deal and they had the wrong house.
Let me know what your thoughts are.
That's what
down
I'm
below.
thinking.
Kathy was playing
Oh,
with her
look at the
cat
kitty!
when, out of nowhere, she captures this.
Speaking of cats, I don't know if you guys can see it well enough, but Blake got me pretty good last night while we were playing. Brought the blood and everything. First time she's gotten me. She's gotten Jess way more. Look
Listen
at the kitty
closely to the
cat.
audio, as what
Look
she
at the kitty,
captures
kitty,
is a
kitty.
little hard to hear.
Adorable.
Have a listen.
I heard that. The cat reacted to it as well.
Shortly afterwards, her cat looks at the closet and
Yeah, the moment that come here, like I didn't hear it just watching it. It had to be pointed out for me. It's like, did you see it? Shout out to Nuke's Top 5. But the cat reacted to it. Now, if you know how the way cats are, you can say something to a cat and they will ignore you like no other.
stares at it for a while. Kathy was at a loss for words, for she knew that her cat must have seen a ghost. As always, let me know what you think down below.
Could have been someone over on the other side of the camera, you know, trying to get the cat's attention and they're just trying to pass it off as content. Or who knows? Animals see stuff that we can't. So, I don't know. And the fact that the cat responded to it when cats usually will ignore you if they know you and you're trying to get their attention, unless you've got food. I don't know.
Brandon, Kim, and his friend.
It's harder to fake stuff and stage stuff using animals because animals are unpredictable.
Were at a schoolyard playing basketball.
You know, I kind of feel that because I remember the days when I was younger, still in school, and like I've always lived out in rural areas, like nowhere close to a town. The town that we live in is like 10 miles away, not very far away. So I never like went out late at night and hung out with my friends at the basketball court, but it does remind me of times when we would go to football games, like in middle school, and I cared nothing about the ball game, but we would all hang out and do crazy stuff around the area during a football game. You know, I've seen people hook up during those times. I've seen people get in serious trouble during those times. So yeah, hanging out at a ball court at night where I didn't get to experience it traditionally, I know what it's like, and it was always a fun time.
It was late at night, which was perfect, as they knew they wouldn't be kicked out for playing there. No one was there. Nobody. Not a single
Let me show you this creepy picture of some grass at night.
soul, or so they thought. While shooting a couple of baskets, one friend sees what appears to be someone peeking through the blinds of an old building. This was very odd, as they were sure the building had been vacant for quite some time.
That is a squatter. Get away.
It was upon seeing this that they decided to call it a game and go home. One friend thought of going inside and seeing who or what was peeking at them.
No!
Fortunately, he didn't, as who knows what could have happened had he gone in.
No. You never go inside like that, okay? I know there are people who are like urban explorers. Most of them don't know what they're doing, but there are some who are experienced and they know not to mess with this stuff. But throwing out the possibility, oh, it's a ghost or something like that. More than likely, there's a homeless person living in that building if it is indeed abandoned. Looks pretty well kept up for it to be abandoned, but that could very well have been a homeless person who was like asleep and then heard the commotion and was looking out to see what the heck was going on, seeing a bunch of kids outside playing basketball. And like usually if you're if there is a squatter, they're not like going to like try like it's if it's in this kind of situation where they're inside a smaller building and the kids are not like trying to get inside, they're not gonna try and make you leave. more than likely they were just curious, making sure it wasn't like the police or anything like that coming to kick them out. But if you go to like an abandoned building that's big and there's someone living there, yes, they will try and get you to leave. They will try and scare you. They will threaten you. I've seen it in many videos. But yeah, this was more than likely just a homeless person living in this thing, and the kids started getting nosy, but thankfully thought better of it. But yeah, if you're dealing with a squatter, just leave them alone.
Chris Davenport had set up a camera in his kitchen to capture the strange activity.
Look at
that's
this
been going
potato
on at
level
night.
quality.
After many attempts at trying to capture something, he captures this.
Oh.
This next segment comes from a father whose 4
My only problem with that is that it happened a little bit too simultaneously. It kind of looks staged just because boom, boom, boom. It all happened like in a pattern almost. Now, unless that was stuff that happened over time and it was just spliced together, that's different. They didn't give us the information for that. But if that was like cup get knocked over, faucet turned on, cabinet opened, it happened a little bit too seamlessly. So I want to say that was staged more than likely.
4-year-old daughter told him something pretty chilling. He recounts what his daughter told him in this segment. Here's what he wrote. This past year, my family went on a sabbatical in another country.
Okay.
My daughter, 4, talks a lot about returning to our old house, and something she said recently gave me chills. Daughter, when we go back, can I sleep in mommy's room? Me, no backbone. Yes, sometimes we can have sleepovers, but don't you remember, you have a huge bed to sleep in your room. All your toys are in there, your stuffed animals. Daughter, but that guy, remember? I wake up at night because he's there with me. Me, mentally freaking out. What? No, I don't remember. What man? Daughter, he sits in the corner, he's all black. He doesn't talk. He just sits by me. Me, what? What does his face look like? Daughter, he has no eyes, but I think he has a mouth.
Ooh.
Me, in shock. Well, you can definitely sleep in my room. How is she so nonchalant about some terrifying thing in a room like this? There's...
Oh, okay. That in a second. Okay, so one thing about what kids say, yes, kids can see stuff more times that we can. But also kids can, like, I want to say kids can say stuff just to be a kid. I used to do that stuff, but 4 years old, I don't know. That's pretty young to be making up a story like that. So I don't know. But I don't know what this kind of freaky stuff right here is, but I don't like it already.
a vendor online selling masks, most of which are just way too real to be worn around.
Oh my. Ah! No. No. Like, I don't mind scary masks at Halloween, but this is...
Here's a clip of him showcasing his product. It's very
Of course there's
unsettling, to
Donald
say the
Trump.
least.
Really? Okay, I will say this. His skills are amazing. This is amazing work. How this person isn't working in like special effects or like makeup or whatever in movies is a crime. Very, very well done work. But on the other hand, this is creepy. It is literally like you're putting on someone else's skin. I feel like I'm watching Invasion of the Body Snatchers here. This is scary. Look how well that looks. It literally looks like that could be his face.
How they're made is quite a mystery. But the real question is
that Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mike Tyson in the background?
who would want to buy a mask of a 13-year-old girl?
Well, cosplayers, for one, would. But, people who want to be creepy on Halloween.
Regardless,
Oh my.
these are some pretty cool masks, but they are still nonetheless creepy. Here's some footage of
Once again, his skill is amazing, but yeah, a little terrifying.
bats flying in the sky.
This looks like something out of Batman. Like, really, this looks like a Batman scene. But I mean, I don't find bats creepy, so this is actually a pretty awesome and, to tell you the truth, kind of beautiful sight. The storm in the background, all the lightning. It's actually pretty beautiful.
The thousands of bats.
Yeah,
that are
look at
flying
that. It
along
looks
with the
awesome.
storm does make for some chilling footage.
Nah, looks like a Batman movie.
Andrew Smith was taking a walk in a secluded area when he sees what appears to be a demolished car that may have been in an accident. He approaches the vehicle and sees that
If it had been an accident, they would have had it towed out.
no one is inside. But then, after getting closer to the car, he hears this.
What the heck was that?
Sounds like a music box.
But, as if things couldn't get any more creepy,
I would say maybe this car made like a jingle sound when like you put it in park or open the door or something like that, and maybe the battery is still in it. It still has a little bit of juice left in it, but then again, I think I saw the tires are missing. So if this thing had been left out there long enough, people would have swapped that battery. So
he captures this.
Hello?
hello.
Anyone there?
Where the sound came from is a mystery. Perhaps it was someone inside the car. Who knows?
If there was someone in that car, they were hiding very, very well because you could not see them. But yeah, it could have been a homeless person using the car as a shelter. Very
As
well could have been.
always, let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the
All right, so we had some good ones in this one. I have to say the most really creepy one was the masks. But as a cosplayer myself, I kind of respect it in a way. The little girl one, yeah, was a little creepy, but it could make for a really good creepy cosplay or Halloween costume. But yeah, there was some good stuff there. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment, all that good stuff. As always, guys, this is Canaan. Me and Jess love you all very, very much. Please stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.